What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Griever back here, bringing you guys a hopefully rather quick chapter review for Ayakashi Triangle, chapter number 7. Just got a lot of stuff to do, and this chapter review will probably come out a couple days after this recording. It's probably going to be a little late, so I'm sorry about that. But either way, let's just get underway with it, because this chapter, a little interesting, but we're starting to build up a few things, right? The first page looks absolutely ridiculous. You know, we have some sort of crazy knife dancing with the handkerchief and the friggin' really creepy drunken old man mask and stuff. It's really, really creepy. And we see the little, the Ayakashi, the yokai that was given the trouble in the last chapter with the whole tripping and stuff, the mischief, is there trembling watching. So it's explained that this is the ritual of the dread. We scare them into stopping their mischief, and then we send them back into the mountains. So Suzu asking the grandfather there said, most exorcists don't think all Ayakashi are bad, Suzu. It is said that there are a myriad of gods. Ayakashi can come into existence in this world from various sources, nature, plants, animals, even from humans, actions and thoughts. Unless they are extremely malicious, or evil, we just send them away instead of eliminating them. So this is also another type of exorcism, and that makes sense, because they're don't seem to be like the evil ones, ghosts and spirits and stuff like that. There can be benevolent ones and evil ones. It's the same as humans. So, and it's also a type of exorcism. We have Shirogain here saying it's how humans should behave. I'm not really sure what he means by that. It's how humans should behave. Unless they're extremely malicious, we just send them away instead of eliminating them. I mean, I suppose he's referring to our nature to, you believe in A, I believe in B. Instead of going our separate ways, we start a war. So I guess humans are more quick to violence and to kill each other rather than try to understand each other. So either way, Suzu's thinking about this, so the Ayakashi goes away. Matsuri never tells me about important things like this. He probably just wants to keep me away from the world of the yokai, but still. Then we see the girlfriends all having lunch together on the school roof. Very classic manga. Hooked on some show about a boy who turns into a dog face or whatever and turns him back into a kiss. So Princess and the Frog sort of idea. And he goes, hey, you're into this type of show, right? And Matsuri, it's not right for a girl and a guy to kiss before marriage. I'm like, really? I didn't see him having this sort of, but I mean, a very old, traditional, raised sort of thing. So I suppose he would have that opinion. So they're all like, are you serious? You're such a goody two-shoes. And then says, but if the guy's a dog, they might not accept the marriage registration. Then a real man would endure it and hide his feelings, living as a shih-tzu for life. That's harsh. And I mean, that's very harsh. It's like they're actually going on this line. Like, okay, well, if they're not allowed to kiss before marriage, would they legally be allowed to marry? They're actually going through it like it's a legitimate thing. It's kind of funny. I like that humor, that they're giving it actual credence. Either way, so Suzu's thinking to herself, a lot of monologue from Suzu this time. I'm glad he's getting used to talking to Yuri and Lu, but he has a shrewd perspective about love and relationships. It's more of a very traditional, very, very older mentality, Okay, boomer, sort of thing. He also probably thinks that it's his duty as an exorcist ninja to protect me. So we have, Sir Kazumaki, my name is Ponosuke Ninokuru. It's the flying familiar that serves Master Soga. I have a message from the master. I need you to talk as an exorcist ninja. Suit up and come to the schoolyard immediately. You better come alone. So hands the lunch to Suzu and says, sounds like I gotta go. So it's explained here that just like normal people, because there's people playing soccer around, is that when you wear the ninja garb, when you put on the technology of the artisans of this exorcist ninja gear, I'm hoping this means we'll meet these artisans that probably are the ones who originally make all the different type of exorcist ninja gear, but it turns them invisible. It has a jutsu on it to turn them invisible, just like Ayakashi. So he's talking to Matsuri and says, but I hear that the Ayakashi medium Suzu why can't I say this word right now? Kanade. No, I'm not saying it right. Anyways, can see both. Suzu can see both. Don't know why I'm getting tongue-tied over that word today. Says, what? So now it's about Suzu and not Shirogain? I thought I'd warn you since we're both working the trade together. Tell him I collect information daily from my master. Such are the rumors among the Ayakashi. So we see the little bird familiar saying, the world is full of mystery and wonder. For example, Ayakashi mediums that once existed were said to be both human and Ayakashi. That's what a traveling Ayakashi mentioned to him before he passed out drunk. So what does that mean? And he says, in some folklore of the Ayakashi, a medium's existence is said to be a combination of a human and an Ayakashi. So they did the deed, and a half-breed, a hybrid is born. So it's not just that she has excessive life force. Suzu would be an Ayakashi. She'd be a half-breed, a half-demon, a hybrid. Take your pick. So that's what the Ayakashi believe in their folklore. Whereas in the human folklore, an Ayakashi is just someone with excessive life force. Like Shirogane, we must be cautious of her. If she were to cause any harm to humans, she could become a target to exercise. So he's being realistic about it. Of course, Matsuri getting super pissed, grabs him by the scruff, and just says, there's no way, you might be my senpai, but I won't forgive you for saying that. It's just a possibility. He says, calm down. You're being so juvenile. And then he feels the breasts against the chest. Of course, we have to have the Ichi moment. And I need to calm it down. Don't be juvenile. I just told him not to be juvenile. He's a boy. He's a boy. He's a boy. And so he's getting all flustered. Soga is getting all flustered here. And Master? So he jumps away and says, so you know. Anyway, class is about to start. Bye. So they run away. So Matsuri is looking concerned. Voila, tomorrow's Suzu Dango are all done. So she's making, I thought it was called Dongo. They look like Dongo. But here it's spelt Dango. Maybe that's just the way the word said. Anyway, so Suzu's at her house. She's making up a bunch of these, tasty treats. Adjusting the right balance as ingredients can change so much. The world of Japanese desserts is complex. Japanese desserts are quite hard to make. I can attest to that. I have never actually attempted to make them myself because honestly, Western desserts are far easier. There's more precise things than making cookies or cake than there is to get the true flavor of a good Japanese dessert. In some respects, the cuisine. I'm aiming to make the ultimate kibi dango so that'll make Shirogane forget about eating me. This is the only thing I can really do to help Matsuri to go back to being a guy. I mean, she's not wrong. It's probably accurate, but she seems to be eating them all. And says, so she asked Matsuri later on, what did Soga want? And said, nothing, don't worry about it. So still won't tell me anything. So she's frustrated being left out of the loop. So she did end up eating them all. She was, chain eating, power eating, he always ruins everything. God damn it, that kind of idea. So she's making dango for the third time that day. Then we jump over. It must be getting late at night here because I'm so tired after eating so many Japanese desserts. I want something Western now, like crepes from Sakura Farms. I'm not the hugest fan of crepes. Crepes are pretty good. So she's laying there in bed. Once again, I really like this art. It doesn't need to be overly crazy, but a lot of the time it's quite nice when they just the different the way the character models are drawn more so than anything. They really focus on character over backgrounds, and it's really nice, especially and when they have the comedy aspect. I like here on the next page with the teacher running after Shirogane and stuff. That it just works. It really works for me. So she's thinking to herself, if a kiss could undo Matsuri's jutsu like in the TVs and movies, it would be so easy because I'd just totally... And she falls asleep. Now, all of a sudden, we're seeing there's some black... it's supposed to be dark and she's falling asleep, but it seems like maybe something's trying to possess her or something. Now, Shirogane's right there on top of the roof, so you think that he would notice. But anyways... if there was something like that. So he says, the girls at school offer me a lot of snacks. There's all these teacher snacks. Pretending to be a wildcat isn't so bad once you get used to it, but that brawny teacher sure is a hassle. Let me see him running away from the teacher who loves cats. Twitch, what was that? Okay, Shirogane did notice something's wrong. Something's amiss. So does the grandfather who's watching an anime music video. In bed, he's like, oh... I felt an odd presence just now. Was it my imagination? So Shirogane and the old man noticed. So We have Matsuri there. Damn it, what he's saying is such weird things. Soga saying weird things. I can't sleep thinking about it. So she's laying there, or he's laying there, just trying to figure it all out. Suzu has an Ayakashi that's ridiculous. She has parents. Nobody knows more about her than me. I've known her for years. I've watched her grow and stuff. I look like my mom now. Look, Matsuri, I cut my hair because you said it always looks like it's in the way. So cute. So he's remembering all the different, memories that he had with her growing up and stuff. And he's just like, there's just no way that's possible. So then he's hearing Matsuri, Matsuri. Then next page, we have Suzu there standing over him, Matsuri. And then he's like, wait, what? Suzu, is it Shirogane transformed again, he wonders. And he goes, no, maybe because I've already seen the fake one, I can tell. Suzu's warmth, the scent of her shampoo, her breath, it's really her. And she says, leave it to me. She leans in and she kisses Matsuri. And that's the end of the chapter. We see Shirogane has gone into check. So he's followed the presence and he's like, what? And he's blushing and stuff. So we got some girl on girl action here at the end of it. It's a Yuri series now. It's a Yuri series. Okay, I can work with this. Either way, yeah. So she did kiss her, and that's the end of the chapter. But we're getting a little more lore based here in this chapter, so I like that. Shirogane blushing and stuff because he followed it. I'm assuming that she's been by going to bed, and once again they just because at the very beginning of the chapter here, they say. Ayakashi can come into existence in the world from various sources, animals, plants, as well as from humans' actions and thoughts. So she was heavily thinking about how, she would 100% her desire would be to fix Matsuri's problem by giving him a kiss and that kind of idea. And if an Ayakashi, she's an Ayakashi medium, maybe Ayakashi can be born of her thoughts. If they can be born of human thoughts, you would think someone with excessive life force, an Ayakashi medium, it would be far easier. So maybe she needs proper training like the Exorcist or something do, because she's laying in bed and she's letting the thoughts sort of run wild and they transform into an Ayakashi. And in this case, it might not be a separate Ayakashi, it's really her, but could have possessed her to follow that thought, that train of thought. I'm not sure, but I think there is definitely something going on with that. So I think it is related. But either way, pretty good chapter, straightforward, simple. I still like the direction. I hope that it's only been 7 chapters. I really shouldn't judge that high. It's only been 7 chapters. We never really did get a huge 70-page first chapter sort of idea. I think it was a long one. I think it was 34 pages, something like that. But we never got a big, here's the world, here's the explanation, sort of big 20 pages of lore to start us off and then jump into the characters sort of. We jumped right in. And we were like, here's this, here's that, here's this, here's that, let's go. So this is going to be a slower moving, in that regard, slower moving pace by chapter 10 or 12 or so. But either way, I really enjoyed the chapter. What did you guys think of it? I don't think there's anything I didn't cover. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. It's always very much appreciated. If you want to see more of my content, of course, all you got to do is hit my channel and check out all the different stuff I do. I review a lot of things. I do Let's Plays. I do lots of fun stuff. So either way, thanks guys so much for watching. Drink responsibly as always. This has been Griever signing out. Later, everybody.